Okay. What do I see? What do I see? Look on the camera. Look, it's me. Welcome to Fight by Your Side. We're watching UFC. We got the Fight for Trump's Nutsack on here. It's Jorge Masvidal versus Colby Covington. This is going to be a great fight. I know who I have, who I want to win. But we're going to do this live streaming, which you should know already because you might possibly be watching right now. And today, as of now, of this second, and this is probably going to be our number one rated show, I'd say, because we're doubling down on the DNA talent we got going on. And it's me and my beautiful son, Peyton. Welcome, Peyton.
Hi.
Yeah. Remember, if you can get microphone, boom, close, fist, bring it to you. You don't have to lean forward. There you go. Sweet. So we're gonna start this off. The fights haven't started yet. They're starting to show off. Joe Rogan still standing ringside with Michael Bigsby, talking about I only had one eye when I fought. Michael Bigsby, he lost one of his eyes when he was fighting. So, not lost, but like his retina was detached. Yeah, so he killed him, which is pretty impressive, but also dumb. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Rounds, what's this? Rules of the Octagon. Round winners, 10 points, 9 fewer losers, based effective striking, grappling, and then aggressive, and if needed, Octagon control. And this is also sponsored by Marvel Studios / Disney.
Oh, I actually want to watch this movie or TV show. It's Moon Knight. It's really good.
Moon Knight?
Yeah.
What is it based on? Is it another?
It's based on a comic. They have. He's like a guy who is like, he's like infected by this thing, I think, or whatever his power is. But he's also like,
like a ninja?
he has like 8 personalities in his head.
Is he also a ninja? Looks like he's like a ninja slightly.
Yeah, a little bit.
I like that. Man, I'm all about ninjas.
He I think it's like one of his things in his head is like a part of like a god or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see when it comes out. But until then, I'm going to turn away from you, Peyton. I'm going to leave this in here with some things that I don't know if you guys noticed. But until we fucking get the time going, did you know who Brittany Griner is? Brittany Griner, the tall basketball player. I think she swings one way or the other, but she's over in Russia trying to fly back, and they found out she has a little bit of a vape pen on her. You a piece of pizza? Here, let me get this. Oh. Pizza's brought to us by Hungry Howie's. When I was a kid, they had a deal. It was $3.99 for one large pizza, $6.99 for two, $9.99. We have all my friends over, call up, like, "Hey, Reuben, what's up? How many pepperonis you want?" Like 15 pepperonis, bro. Like everybody's getting them. Like sweet personal pepperonis for everybody. Anyways, Brittany Griner in Russia. Are we gonna let her go? Do we care about her? That's what. Not obviously, I care about her, and people who have any kind of humanitarian feel, they care about. Oh, here it is. This guy, yeah, Harding. This guy, he played for the Cowboys, and then he beat up his girlfriend so bad that the Cowboys finally said they had to cut him. So he became a fighter, but he hasn't won. He's been beat up quite a few times. I think the last time he lost to Greg Harding, but he's super. Yeah, I think he did. He's super athletic. Yeah, he's super strong, super athletic. But when it comes to the fight, something just doesn't. Yeah, so there's a couple of them. Like, it looks like, yeah, man, he's gonna beat the crap out of everybody. But when it comes to the really athletic guys, it doesn't. Or the talented guys, it really hasn't really come to fruition.
Is he? He looks like a striker. Does he have like any defensive? Is he good defensively? Is that his thing?
Well, he gets punched in the face. A lot of times what happens is these guys, they do this move. You know what I mean? Not that I wouldn't. I'm not that like, oh, I'm going to beat the fuck out of these guys. I would lose all these fights. But, when they go in and they tend to do the same thing over and over again, like that last guy we saw, the guy Turner. The guy Turner could have just stood there and was punching down on him. He was focused. And the other guy kind of like put his head down and kind of like froze up a little bit. And he's like, fuck, I'm just going to tag your face up. And Hardy does a little bit of that. And then he's so athletic, he'll make like weird, unorthodox moves that puts the fight in an unorthodox situation. A lot of times it happens, and then he loses.
Yeah.
But is him coming out right now? Yeah, Greg Harding. He's coming out right now. This is the walkout. You know, I'd like to see anybody turn around. I wish everybody best of luck. I don't like this guy. They're probably booing the shit out of him. This is in Vegas. We gotta take you guys to Vegas. Want another one?
Oh, yeah.
That's good, huh?
Yeah.
Back in the day, I used to get one that had poppy seed. This is sesame seed. You can't go wrong with this. But yeah, we're gonna take you guys to Vegas. We went. I think last time, did we go to Vegas once?
I've been to Vegas with Mom.
Yeah, well, we'll go different. There's like a lot of. We can go see a UFC fight, football games. A lot of cool shows to see. I think the comedy you'll be way too young still.
We went to all the stores. We went when we were going to Utah that one time. We went along the way.
Oh yeah. Former defensive end. I'm surprised they let him use the word NFL too.
Yeah, isn't that like a trademark?
I think so, but they must obviously work with some kind of deal. Because like the NFL let Greg Harding go. You know, they got rid of him, so he can't play in the NFL. So typically, be like, hey, we don't want to be associated with you. You know what I mean? But then also let him put his name on there. So
Yeah.
he must have like done his time. I don't know if they've always said former NFL. Probably said former football player, professional football player. He probably has done. Look, he's huge.
Oh my God.
He's a super athlete. Like
Yeah.
in the defensive end, he would have been, you know, an amazing, great player, and he was. But said I guess not there. He's out of jail, or whatever the situation is, you know. But they said that woman he beat up had bruised all over her feet, the bottom of her feet. Like, what are you doing to hit her in the bottom of her feet? You know, relax.
Is this the guy you want to win?
Well, I don't know who this is. Who's the polar bear? From the Republic of Moldova. I think the other thing is I just don't like the other guy. You know?
Yeah.
So, but I said he's never done anything wrong. And I don't think even in his, like, post-fight conferences, I don't think he even says anything wrong there. He says all the right things. I think he kind of came in like, I want to learn. So, I will admit, like, my point of view is like a predisposition before he even got to the UFC, you know, where he's at. But
You do like
I'd like to see him win then. How about that?
Yeah.
This guy won 3 of the last 4 fights, finished 11 out of 13 wins, 5 knockouts, 6 submissions.
Oh, he's good with takedown defense too.
Yeah, these guys are heavyweights. So, you know, I'm 6'2", 245 pounds. But, you know, I think they have a max out. I think it's like 270, 285. I don't know.
Jeez.
But that guy's probably right there. They're probably 235, 245. But great shape.
Yeah.
6'4". Like, he's probably 6'4".
He's not like tubby. He's like big and like lean a little bit.
Look that up. You know, the ESPN app, one of the great things is they have a great information on all the games, even the fights. That they'll give, here he is. They'll give people statistics and heights. So here, Greg Harding, 6'3", 243. The other guy's 6'5", 266. And Greg Harding's 6'5", 266. Other guy's 6'3", 243. Yeah, 6'5", 266 pounds. So that's 30 more pounds than me, 2 more inches. Obviously, he has it all in different places than I have it. And an 80-inch reach.
80-inch reach.
Yeah. So the other guy has a 78-inch reach, which is like a 2-inch difference.
Still a big difference. Though.
Yeah. But this guy doesn't look like, I don't know. I think what's happening, this guy's an up-and-comer, and Greg Harding is supposed to be an up-and-comer too, but he hasn't really had a lot of wins. Let's see here. Fighting out of, he's the underdog once again.
He looks beefy though.
Yeah, won no contest. Yeah, no, he's a super athlete. Just didn't grow up in this fight game. You know, he has confidence. He should beat the shit out of everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I think they're trying to give him something to build him up. They say, like, hey, he has an opportunity here. He's sticking around. He's not giving up. So I think they're giving this guy to build him up. This guy's like, hey, and then telling this guy, hey, if you want to get there, go through this guy. He's a favorite.
Yeah.
No, but neither of them have a number next to their name.
Both unranked fighters. Here, can I grab water before this starts?
Yeah, go ahead. Top 10. So do your is your group like the Nelk Boys?
I don't watch Nelk Boys much. I'm pretty sure they do. I'm not too interested. I've never been that interested in Nelk Boys.
Your age group?
Yeah, I think my age group. A lot more of my age group.
Yeah. So here we go. About to start. Man, see Greg Hardy, he's out in the middle ring. He wants to destroy him, kick him. See what happens there. See, low kicks. Yeah, see, look at Greg Hardy's bottom half and the other guy's bottom half, right?
He just looks so much bigger.
Yeah, you can tell, like, this guy played football.
Yeah, this guy's a defensive end.
Yeah, completely always running, going through people.
This is exactly what a defensive end looks like.
But now instead, you think he'd be a little bit better grabbing the guy, too.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of just grabbing him, he's trying to kick a little punch. It's at 3 5-minute rounds at 3 minutes and 42 seconds. They're both swinging in the air. No one's really doing much. We don't have the sound on too much. You probably have the sound. You probably hear. Oh, Greg Hardy to the ground. That was a sumo trip there. They got a head and arm action. He's taking him to the fence. So he's got one leg control there, right?
Mm-hmm.
See how he's going to try to keep that leg in control. He'll probably try to step over his other leg too. So the guy on top will step over his right leg with his right leg and bring them both in, try to get full mount. But right here, he's going to hold him against the wall and give him those left hooks to the jaw. But he's got the wrist control. Greg Harding's like, I cannot let your wrist go. Once I let your wrist go, you're going to punch my face. Please don't punch my face. Please don't punch my face. Right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought he'd let him go for a second.
So he can scramble. He's athletic. He doesn't just stand there. He's back on his feet again.
He's not just some big hitter guy. He's an athlete.
He's a super athlete.
Oh.
Yeah. The other guy, no, he has a little bit of a, I guess they call it like samba. It's like a little bit of judo. See, then once again, boom. You have a little hip toss. He's got him on the ground, but he's on top. Oh, look, you know that one right there, right?
Yeah.
Chicken wing. Oh my goodness. Is this over already? The first round. He's got a full mount at Greg Hardy. He's not even fighting back. He's gave up already. Give my check. 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Greg Hardy, career must. This has to be it, right? See what happened there when he got taken down again and he got hip tossed. He's like, man, oh my god, I don't know what to do. And he just kind of gave up, right? When he got to the ground, he's like, fuck, I'm fucked.
Did he just wake up? It looked like he just woke up. He kind of like.
Fuck, yeah. Too late to wake. Should have woke up earlier. Fight's over. Yeah, I don't want to see. What's with that bear tattoo either? It's like
Well, I think it's a polar bear. I think that's his thing.
Yeah.
I think I've actually seen him in a fight before, too.
The polar bear. So what happens here? Got his leg. He's got a high crotch. Nope. See, it keeps that arm control. Oh, see, he didn't let go of that wrist right there, and then you give him a little hip toss. And this is the other one, see? Right there. That's a chicken wing. That's an old school wrestling move right there. It was a half Nelson.
Those always suck.
Yeah. It's funny, like you were wrestling like in 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. Mm-hmm. That's the one thing they taught every kid was a half Nelson, and it was like pin after pin, half Nelson. It's like, damn, these aren't even fucking exciting. Like, yeah, he won. Like, dude, there's a half Nelson we've seen a million times. You know.
I liked it when I was like on the bottom. I grab his arm and roll over.
Oh yeah, that's always such fun. Wrestling was fun back in the day. Mm-hmm. I keep on wanting to get into the jiu-jitsu. I was talking to Angel all the time about going over there, but then every time I listen to a podcast, what was I listening to? Joe Rogan, and he had Michael Bigsby on, and he was talking about like shoulder surgeries, hip surgeries, limping, and legs, because you're always going to get in a leg lock. Everything is to hyperextend or break or choke you out or somewhere, you know. So I was like, Like,
Yeah.
what? I don't mind doing it to someone else, but do I gotta have it done to me? Can we all just have a bunch of dummies? I mean,
Yeah.
my arm doesn't flex that way, barely. If I sleep wrong on my arm, I'll wake up. I can't do anything with it for the next day. First round, huh? Poor Harding.
Yeah.
So you got the poppy seed crust. Well, I got the sesame seed crust. I want a poppy seed
It's
crust.
good though. It's good.
Right.
I think Greg Hardy would, if he fights again, definitely needs to work on his takedown defense because all the highlights we saw, it wasn't like a takedown game. It was all just standing up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's sad because he worked his whole life being a professional football player. And I talk to you about this all the time. Making one wrong mistake or snowballing changed his whole career, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now he can't play football, so he's like, well, what's the next thing I can do to make money? I could do MMA fighting, but he's not getting successful in it because there can only be, 10 guys. Rather than the NFL, you can have, 150 guys, Yeah, that hip toss right there. See? He's like, I don't want that. I'm done. He's not going to try to get him out. He's not going to try to roll him or nothing. As soon as he got in that position, and the smaller guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Less reach.
Not as big, but he was more mobile.
Yeah, see, what was that? That was weird, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe he did get knocked out. He was trying to catch his bearings all of a sudden. What the fuck? What happened? Then again, sometimes, I don't know, that's one thing I've seen, it seems like he doesn't understand it, right? He comes up with an excuse almost oh, I just woke up. I must have just knocked out. Oh, man, I was passed out. Yeah, you did get knocked out, but always the fights just don't, I just didn't lose. I didn't get this, or I made a bad move here. It just doesn't, I always say his fights are always in an odd position because he's so athletic, but they're not athletic enough to actually do this. So he'll make a move, and every fight's weird.
Yeah.
That was a weird fight. The guy got him in a half Nelson, then punched him, and then he woke up weird.
Yeah, it was a tough fight, especially a lot of bigger guys. In wrestling, if I experienced, it was a lot more up. It was a lot less on the ground, and when we were on the ground, it's
Spinning in circles?
Spent a long time just in circles.
Yeah. Oh, that's the owner of the, man, that's another guy, Kobe Garbrandt. I like him too, but he got knocked out his last fight. He's the actor. I can't remember what movies he's in. Zach Brown, Brad, and Donald Cerrone, fighter, and then
and
an actor / country singer. I can't tell you what Zach Brown's song.
Yeah, me either.
Bring on the next fight. Who live? What's that? March 12th. I don't see a big fight. Korean Zombie one be okay. Blades. None of them are that big.
Yeah, just April 9th fight. That's all I'm really looking forward to right now.
And so that's all the way up till April 9th. So March 12th fight, not a big deal. April 19th fight. These are good, great fighters and all, but
Not the exciting ones.
no, not big fights. So this is the last big fight. So, and if you're not watching this one, what are you watching? You're missing out, folks. Oh well.
Yeah.
Sometimes you make it. Guess what? Sometimes you miss out. All right?
Yeah.
That's the way things go. So, okay, I haven't given who I want to win, but obviously I don't like Kobe at all.
Yeah.
I want Jorge, Street Jesus. Is that who you're picking too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Colby's just so fake. Everybody calls him out that he's fake. It said the trash talking he says is such negativity. People say, I don't want to fight him in the ring ever. I just want, if I see him in the street and beat him up. And then people say that,
Yeah.
So, if you're in this, you have to somehow get along with some of these people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
This,
he's very disagreeable.
yeah.
He's fighting with everybody out there. I don't know who's on his team. Of course, a lot of these guys very difficult. Who's this? This is when he talks about retiring.
Khabib.
Yeah, it's crazy. They still give Khabib a lot of respect. Yeah, because he has a lot of fighters still in the UFC, but he has his own fight league called FC, Eagle FC, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
So he's taking fighters away, and he's telling them, hey, like, I'll pay the guys. Come to me. I'll pay you. You know?
Great fighter, though.
Mm-hmm. He's like, I wrestle bear.
Wrestling a bear.
I wrestle bear.
I've never seen that clip.
Yeah. Bear was a pussy. Bear tapped out. You know, he tried to get me in bed and hug. I did a comedy thing the other day, and they did like a like a game kind of, and it helps you like work on your comedy skills. You know, so two people is called they called it masturbator. So you get a pro and a negative side of a subject. So one subject was I can't remember. My subject was UFC fights. You know. Is it good or is it bad? So I'm going to take the negative side. You know, positive side seems a little easy, dumb. You know what I mean, so I'm going to take the negative side, and it'd be funny. You know what I mean? But even though I've been working on this joke for a while too, also about the rear naked choke. Like, of all the things you could have called it, why do you call it rear naked choke? Like, you're already like half naked with this guy in the first place. You could have just called it anything else, you know. And then as I was up there on stage, I'm like, why didn't you just call it like the Bill Cosby choke? You know, it seems more reasonable. Like I'm trying to make you go to sleep, you know. And then when you wake up, you're not gonna know what's happening, you know. But yeah. So it was funny. I think that was a good one. The rear naked choke. Why do they call it rear naked?
Yeah.
You know, they could have been, you know, like it could have been the assassin choke. You know, that'd be cool. You know. The elbow pit choke. Yeah. You know, so many different names. You know, the neck and forehead choke.
There might be a reason for it. I have no idea.
Yeah, maybe, you know, yeah. They're like, just in case you are naked, this is the one you could get. Yeah, Khabib's awesome.
Well,
they're introducing him to, oh, no, they're going to give him his own wing, the Modern Era wing. Or, no, he is inducted to the Modern Era wing of the Hall of Fame. Of UFC. So you know, I've watched UFC since day one. See, my mom and dad had always had one of those like cable boxes, the black chip in it. So, is that Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, you can see Siva in the back too.
Oh yeah. But so they've always had all the UFC fights. First one was like I think it was like a 2-day event because like it was a competition, you know. And then before UFC fight, there was movies like Bloodsport, and there was there's a bunch of like karate movies.
Yeah,
karate was pretty cool. Karate Kid was cool, but then like ninjas were big. You know, little ninjas, big ninjas, and, you know, American Ninja, all kinds of even today, American Ninja Warrior. You know, like we love ninjas. You get a good blender, it's a fucking ninja. You know, they had motorcycles as a ninja. You know, so like ninjas were always really cool. And then when they had UFC, they actually had like titles. This guy's a boxer. This guy's a bartender. And they said this guy's practicing ninjutsu. Like, oh shit, this guy's gonna fucking kill him. Like they're gonna let a ninja in there. Do you watch TV? Ninja kills people, you know. But he got his ass kicked. Like he never made one round. You're like, there's no ninjas. You know what I mean? Like, ninjas had all the tools. You can climb up shit and shoot bows and swords, but you don't get none of that. You know, ninja was just a ninja outfit. So, anyways, it was just but it was an all-day event. So that was like 1, and then 2 after that. Because 1, I think the guy who won was Hoist Gracie. He was a small guy, and he won using jiu-jitsu. He fucking choked a guy out, and there weren't rounds. It was you know, go until you die. You know, tap out or get knocked out, basically. That's what it was. So, but then this little guy beat up, you know, everybody and choked, you know, everybody out or tapped everybody out. So then it was they had, you know, come back. Can you do it again? So it was like fucking crazy. And after that, it was amazing. Oh, here we go. Holland and Oliveira. Holland's a big fan of the show. Truly. I follow him on Instagram. He's commented. He mentioned to his agent about us.
Nice.
Holland is an extreme athlete, a great fighter, He has all the talents in the world. He couldn't wrestle for a while. He had a problem getting taken down.
Yeah.
And then so he lost a couple of ground games, but he's super like in a good mood. He's always talking trash, but like hasn't put it together quite yet. I think he's lost a couple of his last fights. So hopefully, like this guy, he could put it all together and beat the shit out of everybody and win.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. He's really fast. Yeah. He's amazing.
He's a fast striker.
Yeah,
Oh.
and accurate.
He knocked his mouthpiece out on that one.
Yeah, he knocked that guy from the ground.
Oh, I saw that one.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that one. No, I love this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, it's like dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But sometimes he just doesn't get out of his hands fast enough, it looks like. It blows himself up. But like, yeah. See? And that's the other guy who's going to fight this guy, Oliveira, who's another great hitter.
Yeah.
And can do ground and pound jiu-jitsu shit. Let me see, I don't even know.
So stay off the ground. That's the key to the game then.
Yeah, don't get fucking taken down.
It's an even fight standing up.
Yeah, I'm going to turn this down. Sweet, we are here. Cool. And I'm going to see how much of a delay that is. Do I see myself waving? Okay, it's about 5-second delay. Cool. Okay, sweet. I'm going to finish this pizza for this day's out.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go to the bathroom at 1.2, and you're going to have to carry over. Yeah, you have to talk. You have to commentate about what's going on. Matter of fact, about you before Holland takes it.
Yeah. Oh,
that's Oliveira. Look, man, he's getting down.
Yeah.
Brazilian, right?
Yeah, isn't the other guy from the US?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's funny is a lot of people don't know is cowboy stuff is huge in Brazil. You know, like if we ever watch like bull riding, most of the people are Brazilian Portuguese riders. You know, they love fucking cowboys.
Cowboys are cool. I like cowboys.
Oh yeah.
A lot of cowboy video games. Oh god, I love cowboy video games.
When I was a kid, I was really into. First, it was a black and white film. So it was Lone Ranger. Lone Ranger was dope because he had a Native American friend, right? So he kind of like was, ethically diverse.
Mm-hmm.
And then he wore a mask. He was like pro-vaccine. Was pretty cool. Like back in the day, it was on his eyes, but he didn't want to get cataracts, so he wore a black and white over here. But he had a rifle. He had a Henry rifle, lever action rifle, and I always wanted one of those. Every time I went camping when I was a kid, I always imagined myself on the side of the road with a white horse or a Honda dirt bike with that fucking lever action rifle or a bow, like just hunting. Like, this is my dream.
Yeah. Actually, for video art class, we watched Sundance and the Kid. That's a good movie. I love that one.
Yeah.
I got to see the start of it, and I had to go. But the parts I watched were great. It has the dialogue is good. Just there's a lot of things. It's like the production was great. Story's good. It was funny too. I didn't expect it to be that funny. It was actually quite funny.
Poppy Don loves all that stuff.
Yeah, I love those actors though. They did a great job.
And before this fight goes on, we use the restroom. You take a pause. You keep talking.
All right.
You put the headphones on. You pay attention. Talk about stuff funny.
Oh, he's getting it. Oh. I don't know what to talk about. Here comes out Holland. Oh yeah, he looks nice. Yeah, Kevin Holland definitely is going places once he gets it all together. 1 or 2 things, throw it together, you're gonna do great. Just waiting for the fight to start. Holland is taller and has a better reach, but they have the same weight, and he's a little younger. Oh. It's a 5-inch difference in, 4.5-inch reach difference. That's pretty long, actually. As long as Holland keeps it on, as long as Holland keeps it from getting to the ground, I think he'll be good. Yeah, I was just saying, Kevin has like a higher reach. As long as he keeps it up, he should be fine. He should win this fight easy, I feel like.
Long arms.
Yeah, he's lengthy. Came out just normal. Nothing really happened in between.
He just walked out?
Yeah, he just walked out.
Yeah.
Did nothing crazy.
Well, there you go.
Oh.
Now he's doing his thing. His kata. He's getting ready. He made a post today. He bet on himself, which is pretty good. I would bet on myself, too.
That was good. He's his favorite, too.
Which I was going to tell you, I'm keep on betting on myself. There's a couple shows in L.A. that I'm trying to get to. So,
That's good.
boy, I'm going to be gone here in the next week, I think. I'm going to head out to L.A. I was trying to get a couple people together to go with me.
Yeah.
But I think it's best I do what I do.
Mm-hmm.
My own. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I go to work on my own. I'm the lion. You know what I
You
mean?
don't have to rely on anybody else.
Nobody.
Independent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if I suck, I don't have to hear someone who was
Yeah.
great on the way home. Or if they suck, you know what I mean? Like, you brought that dude. Like, hey, they'd be like, you want to come up again? Like, yeah, they told me not to bring you. Or, you know, they said not to bring you. I'm like, oh, man. They said you're old. Oh, man. I know I'm old.
Working with a group's great. You'll get more done, but independently, you can get more done too. It's just
Yeah.
different ways.
You know, in art is a weird thing too. Like when I used to play in bands, first I started off, playing the instrument and then writing my own songs. And then when you're writing your songs, both these guys are punching.
This is
low
an aggressive
kicks.
fight.
Yeah, it looks like they're. Yeah, what's the guy? Oliveira's a little bit shorter, huh?
Mm-hmm. Actually, yeah, I think it's they're the Holland's a little bit taller, but they're the same weight exactly.
Same weight, yeah. But it's crazy how someone could be.
Reach.
They look so different in the same weight. Like, where's the weight at?
Yeah,
You know?
it's
Oh.
always find kind of weird.
Oh, he like jumped up on the punch. That was a weird one, huh?
Yeah, that was weird.
It was a jump defense. He's like, "You punch me, guess what? I'm gonna jump up in the air and get out of the way."
That was
from
like
it."
something you see in the UFC game.
I know. It was like a little glitch, huh?
Yeah,
He glitched for a second there.
first UFC games were always kind of glitchy.
I think this is the first guy Holland has fought that is quick like him.
Yeah,
This guy, Holland. This guy's fast, kicking. He's stalking him.
Holland has the longer reach though, so
Yeah.
as long as he just keeps it up, he should be fine.
Well, maybe the longer reach will not benefit you if you're both the same speed. The other guy has a quicker arm; he can get in faster.
Yeah, that's
But then again, power.
yeah, I may have more power.
So he's catching all the kicks. He seems like, Oliveira seems like he's a little bit more. like frame rate, right?
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like perhaps that one guy's going at 30 frames, but Oliveira sees 60 frames.
Yeah.
And he's getting an extra frame rate for every time. See, like
oh,
that.
he kicked.
That's again. Oh, but the problem is Holland doesn't have any ground game.
Yeah, so
And I
this
think
is
the other
a
guy's Brazilian
dangerous
black
spot.
belt jiu-jitsu.
Oh yeah, he's great on the ground.
Yeah, see, so he's like, "Oh, you want to stay down there?" He's like, "No, I don't want to get." Oh shit!
Oh, slammed him.
Come on, Holland. There you go.
Got back up. That's great.
This is a fight, though.
Yeah.
The last fights he's had has been, that was a right punch. Oh, he wobbled him. Holland wobbled him.
Oh, he's wobbly. Right
Yeah,
now.
he's backing up now. He's like, take that. Go ahead and throw your punches. He said, go ahead and hit me. Oliveira, he's back to stalking. But that wobbled him a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other fights Holland's had where he was pretty dominant. It looked like he was winning. But then the other guy just figured him out, took him to the ground, and did something. And once he figured him out, like, at a round or two, got him. Yeah, that inside leg kick has got him a couple times and then shifted him off position. That's when he fell on the ground. He did an inside leg kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the inside leg kick got him good.
They punch so fast. They're very fast strikers.
Yeah. I wonder what frame rate they recorded this at, huh? They're probably at
60, maybe?
8K at 120 frames per second.
Yeah, they do a lot of... when it's live stuff, they do a lot of higher frames, but when they do recording of films, it just depends.
24, yeah.
It depends what they're doing.
Yeah. They'll put it out at 24. They'll record at 24. But, yeah, if it's they're trying to get some slow motion, they'll speed up. But
Oh, yeah, they'll do like 1,000 frames per second or something like that.
But I imagine for the reproduction of this, though, they'll get like 8K, and then they'll compress it down to the only signal they're putting out is 4K, right?
Yeah.
So this might be at a 4K signal. All these TVs we have aren't not 4K, even like or even that good. The monitors I have, that's why sometimes the color looks a little off. That's why I take all the stuff home and edit at home, because the colors aren't right. Because they're just cheap TVs.
Yeah. Just so you can see what's
man, yeah,
going
these guys
on.
are fucking punching.
Yeah.
28 seconds left in the first round.
Very physical game.
So, the first one goes to Oliveira, right? He took him to the ground.
Yeah.
A couple of leg kicks.
He could have ground like
Yeah.
yeah, 3 times. Oh, he almost landed on his leg wrong too. That would have been awful.
Yeah. There's roll. Oh, no. Oh, that's a rear naked choke. He's like, I'm good. Oh, because he got his arm. Yeah. That was
That
close.
was almost bad.
Yeah, he even said, fuck.
Yeah, he definitely lost that round.
Yeah.
That was a tough round.
When they had the COVID fights,
mm-hmm.
they didn't have any audience. So you can hear him talk. And you would, come on, man, we can wrestle. What are you doing? And like, he ran his mouth.
Yeah, I always, that was my favorite thing about the COVID is that you could hear him talk. That was always great.
Or NFL, hear Tom Brady talking smack. Yeah, that was good stuff.
I liked when they have players mic'd up.
I've been, I'll see if I still have this. There's something like, I don't know if people's getting their
there's a
Instagram's hacked.
Back leg kick.
Or what, but people are sending this message. I think I deleted this guy already. I'm getting two of them. The message back and forth was pretty funny. But, it wasn't here. He sent it to me. And do I still have it? Yeah, this is funny. So the guy's all, let's see here. He says,
They touch gloves.
what's your number? No, he sent me a question mark. I'm like, what's up? He's like, what's your number? I'll send you an entry link. All you do is send a screenshot and send it back. I'm all, what is this for? This round 2?
Yeah.
He says, so you'll get a link.
He got him down.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Holland punched him again. That's it. Oh, he's going to hammer fist. This is over. In the corner, this is over. Holland's 4 or 5 punches to the face.
Oh,
elbows. They're going to call it elbow. They're stepping in. That's the end. Holland wins, second round. That was a good one.
That was a quick turn.
Man,
What happened to get him wobbly like that? I didn't get to see that.
He was wobbly from the first round. Remember, he got a first punch.
He did something to make him fall back, though.
I think he just... Let me see here. I was looking at this
He either popped him or hit him in the leg, I think.
The guy said... The guy was trying to get me to sign up. I said, what are you trying to get me to sign up? Entry into what? Pyramid scheme? Proud Boys? Scientology? I said, I hope it's Scientology.
Yeah, a lot of people begin their Instagram hacked recently.
Yeah. But I thought that was funny. But it's like... And then someone else sent me something else. I think it was another hack, you know, about... There's like influencer competition. Oh, right there. Yeah, right one to the jaw. Right. Those hammer fists, man. Oh. That's like 10 right there, right? Oh, elbow. That's when he's serious, covered up. And that's when the ref's like, oh, okay. I don't need you to get elbowed in the head. Well, that's good. Holland got a win. That's what we wanted.
Yeah.
He's like, you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. That was, what, 20? 20 punches to the face? Not good. You think my cowboy hat will still fit? Is my head going to be swollen? That was a lot of punches to the head. I wouldn't think I was ready for all those punches.
You know, I haven't seen it recently. He's wearing the cowboy hat right now, actually.
Oh, yeah. He was all, I better put it on before my head gets too big.
Hey, at least he's wearing it when he loses, too, though.
Yeah. Cool tattoos. It says cowboy. He's got a shark tattoo. Man. Brazilians are awesome.
He loses pride, man.
Yeah, there's a couple of people like there's cool people everywhere. You'll see this, growing up. There's cool people, but like I've been watching a lot of videos of Hawaiian. Like, man, there's like a group of like 100 people, males from age like 16 to like 26 in Hawaii. Like 100 of them. There's like man, those guys fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, like
cool
the
ass, fucking, yeah. And then same thing here with the fucking Brazilians. There's fucking this really groups and communities, and that's really cool. Typically when we have like groups and communities like that, to protest or a riot or something bad happening, or to farmers market, or what's that Travis Scott concert?
Travis Scott concert.
Everybody into the fire pit. He said, "Get into the fire pit." That'd be cool if the Travis Scott concert they gave out McDonald's. I mean, but like I can tell you Travis Scott's song exactly.
Eat the meal.
I know.
A long time ago. I have the receipt from that still.
What's crazy is you're gonna see, and I always try to tell this to other people is there's always gonna be like there's so many people in the world that there's a niche for everything. Like, do you have a wallet chain?
No.
I don't have a wallet chain, but there's a company that makes wallet chains. I mean, there's just how it is. Those other wallets, to the carbon wallets people have.
Oh, the Ridge wallet?
Yeah.
I want one of those too.
I don't know anybody that has one, because obviously if you have something like that in your pocket, you know what's going to happen? It's going to rip a hole in your pants faster than the leather is. That's why you wear leather, because you can kind of mold to your pants, and already it makes a fucking hole in your pants. And let's see, what pair of pants I have here? Okay, here's an example. Watch this. From my phone, right?
Yeah.
From my phone. If I had you can only imagine if I had a Ridge wallet. If you're a working man, you wear the same pair of pants, every other day for weeks on end. That chick right there, she's a great fighter. Those two guys drive NASCAR, so they don't really matter.
I don't put too much cash in my wallet, so I'd get one of those. There's Steve-O back in the back.
Right there, Jared Leto's awesome. He's the lead singer for
Manny Nunes.
Yeah, and Nina Nunes. Yeah, what's his band he sings in? Jared Leto. Don't marry me. I can't remember the name.
Oh, I think
I can't sing anymore. We'll get copyrighted on that. You're real close. I think last time I said something, I got copyrighted. Maybe I was saying too much.
I know what you're talking about, though. The band.
Yeah. They're pretty popular. I like him. Who's this? Oh, Barboza. I hope Barboza wins this. This is another one that's going to be, I think, a puncher, and then like the other guy, I think, is a ground guy. Tied most performance awards in UFC history. So these guys don't make a lot of money. So he'll probably make $30,000 and $30,000 to fight. This guy's fighting 4th highest control percentage in UFC featherweight. Yeah, so
14th and 1? Oh.
yeah, he's new and young coming up, it looks like, but it looks like he's a grappler. Control. So it looks like, this guy's a ground guy, and the other guy, Barbosa, wants to punch him, but Barbosa, I believe, knows some jiu-jitsu. Hell yeah, bank robberies. Oh, this is why they keep showing Jared Leto. He's in this movie.
This is Ambulance.
Ambulance?
Ambulance. Yeah. It's
For
literally, it looks so cool.
They're in an ambulance.
Until it gets to what actually the movie is.
It's like the movie Speed. But
they don't get into
bus,
any of the robbing. It looks like it's going to be none of the robbing of the bank. They're just like running away in an ambulance.
Remember the scene when they're in the bus and they're going through the L.A. canal, but instead of the bus, it's an ambulance.
And they have a cop in there, too.
And there's cops. Ambulance. Hey, you hear about the guy, Cain Velasquez, who went to jail? He's a UFC fighter, heavyweight.
I heard his name before, but I don't know what that's about.
What? We'll talk about it. There's a napkin. So I think a little girl, I don't think it was his daughter, I think it was like his niece, or maybe his nephew, like a 4-year-old. I said this guy molested him at the daycare 100 times. But didn't get, I don't know the whole case, but he was free. Didn't get time. So he was working at the place. So Cain Velasquez, UFC heavyweight champion. That dude's like 6 foot, 100 inches. He weighs like 400 pounds. Just a huge Mexican beast. And it was funny. I just told a story about Cain Velasquez, too. I told somebody that they always run into him in San Jose all the time. And they say, he's the fucking nicest guy. Like, they're sitting at the bar, and like, oh, that's Cain Velasquez. And like, that quiet guy? Like, yeah, he's the heavyweight. Like, dude, that guy's like super nice. And then, like, literally like 4 days later, comes out, the kid gets molested, the person gets away with it. So Cain says, fuck that, gets a gun, shows up to his place of work, fucking tries to chase him and shoot him. The guy runs out. The guy gets in a car. Someone else is driving. Drives off. Cain chases him in the street, pulls the gun, like, just like in kind of a, Hollywood cop show. Hits the driver, not the guy who molested the kid. He gets arrested, obviously. Oh. So, unfortunately, you can't even say, like, tit for tat or, like, hey, that guy got what he fucking deserved. Unfortunately, you hit the wrong guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, no matter what, the wrong guy is not going to be like, I get it. You're like, nah, dude, I don't give a fuck. Like, there's a system. Like, the system isn't going to shoot me. You know what I mean? So, it's like the dumb people are like, fuck yeah, I would do the same thing. But like, no. Joe Rogan made a good point. Joe said, I wish he would have just went there, grabbed the guy out of his car, and beat him to death. And then with his own hands.
Especially since he's a UFC fighter, he could totally
beat him to death, yes. Not the gun. But I think Cain Velasquez has like a knee and a back thing, so he can't run and move around so well. So he would hate to I'm going to and fall down, and then to get kicked in the face by a child molester. That would fucking suck. That'd be enough bad. Alexander Volosky against a zombie killer. Korean zombie.
Yeah, that's the one I want to watch. I'm going to grab 2 more waters before this starts.
Is that the same one? That might be, that is going to be a good fight.
Yeah, that's the April 9th one.
Yeah, so we're going to watch that one. Yeah, because, they just put that one on there. Gilbert Burns versus Shemaya. They just put that one on there. And Calvin Gillespie versus, that'd be an okay fight. And then, May 7th. This is the next good one I want to see here. This is going to be the Charles Oliveira versus Justin Gaethje. I'm really excited about seeing that one happen. Excuse me. I think we all know who that's going to go down. Charles Oliveira is just like unbelievable. Yeah. There's Vegas. Vegas is fun. There's so much to do there, so we can go see BattleBots. They have the golfing.
Yeah.
I know you don't like to get on, heights and stuff, but they have the cool like zip line, and then we did the Ferris wheel thing. The Ferris wheel is just like in a 45-minute circle of stop and go, stop and go, stop.
I love ziplining. I just have to get up there through like stairs. I can't like. There's like all the zipline parks are like you have to climb like rickety bridges. I can get up there. I just have to push myself, and once I push myself, I'm fine.
Yeah, or you're like in the woods and like here, climb up this pole 75 feet with these little pegs. It's not that scary.
I couldn't do this one that was like 15 feet off the ground at Sonora, right?
Yeah.
Went to Utah. We did one that was like 3 times the height. It was a lot easier. They had stairs.
I've never liked heights like super high. I've never been on really planes when I was a kid, but I used to climb trees and jump off roofs and houses and shit. Like if anybody had a pool, I'm jumping off. The highest thing I can into your pool. At Clovis West, they have the high jump there. We'd break into there and jump off those. I jump constantly. Snowboarding, we jump off the chairlift, like no fear whatsoever. But the heights are always something that's slightly scary to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something just like I just gotta overcome them. Like I know what it is. I know it's supposed to be scary, but instead of just being fearful of it, just go at it head on. It comes to it like when it comes to heights, be safe, be careful, take care of yourself, and if you fall, you're dead anyways. So it's like, what you fall, you're not gonna make it. But who's the next fight? Who's the next fight? Oh yeah, that was a good. I think it was called a twister. Oh, gut kick. Ooh, another gut kick. Ooh. He's like, dude, my gut is and a gut punch.
Ooh.
Man, this is some advertisement. Oh no, this is what we're about to watch. Yeah, Barboza versus this guy right here who's supposed to take people down. He doesn't look like a fighter, huh? It looks like he's gonna come over and do your internet, right?
Yeah.
But hopefully it ends. Hopefully this is a good fight. So far they've been halfway decent.
This is him with shorter hair.
Oh, yeah,
With
Barboza.
Hair, he looks like a fighter.
Yeah, he topped that dude off the top of his head. Clip. A little wobbly. See, that's the bad thing about the fighting, too. Like, you gotta understand, too, like, getting in a fight sounds 99% awesome, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fucking fight, pop, 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 pop.
But you forget about getting hit.
You're going to get hit. That's the 1%, and then the 1% will end up 100% the reason why you should not fight. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, like, on these fights right here, all these people are getting punched. The people getting punched are the ones that probably don't like any of these videos. Like, yeah, I remember when you kicked me in the top of my head, and I don't fight no more. Now I change tires, But not all the tires, because I forget that a car has 4 tires. I'm like 3 tires. Like he got kicked in the head. I like all the camera angles. Sometimes the camera angles always look so like, what they call it, cartoonish or video game-ish.
Yeah.
You can't tell. I'm like, is this now? Texarkana in Texas. Thug nasty.
I think sports have some of the greatest live camera angles of like all time.
Oh yeah, especially now.
Football, all their angles are great.
They've always been very innovative. Like now, like the camera angles they've taken a lot of things off of, I think, of YouTube. I think YouTube, how they record and how they do things, and people learn how cameras work and shit. And like in the last 5 years, how in depth all these things have gone. They transitioned all this stuff into that style of art. It's transitioned to sports. But back in the day, music, and then like they used to have the best of and the bloopers and stuff like that, how they put stuff together, the editing, ahead of their time.
There's a lot of shots. One shot in Jaws is actually one of my favorite shots of all time. It's the Zolly in Jaws, where it's they dolly out, but they also zoom it in at the same time. It kind of makes his like face like kind of pop away from the background. I love that shot in particular. It's really good, and it really accentuates the mood of surprise and like shock at that moment.
Yeah,
because that's when they yell shark on the beach.
Yes, when I was a kid. That came out before I was born. But by the time I was born, it was a regular pop culture thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah, every pool had a fucking shark. You know, every cartoon was a joke that there was a shark. But Jaws, you know, is based off a true story. You know, bull shark. There was a bull shark that lived in fresh water, and it was attacking people. You know, fuck sharks. I've been watching videos on YouTube, and they'll show like sightings of like people think they find like megalodons and sharks that are bigger than the boat.
I don't think we could have megalodons. I think it would have evolved into a different species at this point or something like that. Or I just don't think it's possible. I understand it would be big, or if it's that deep, it'd have to be like a different species. It'd have to be like adjusted for the.
I think the
dark.
problem with fish evolution is I think fish have evolved to the perfect species, right?
Yeah.
They breathe in water, right? A lot of these things to like there's a mudfish. If they get buried, they come back
The
years
mudskippers?
later. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so they'll hide fucking fish in their mouth. They live at different depths. Like fish is the most. I think the fish is the most efficient evolution animal when it comes to that.
Yeah, and diverse too. Very diverse.
Snake is the other thing.
Yeah, snakes. There's snakes in the water too.
Yeah, snakes have no legs. They eat and move around.
They actually have a bone in the back from when they evolved. It's like kind of looks like legs, but it's just a bone, like how we still have tailbones.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I mean snake bone.
Mm-hmm.
It's my little snake tail.
Yeah, if you like take all the bones in a snake, there's a little piece back there.
I was watching the alligator show where they're hunting alligators. Would you eat alligator?
Yeah, it's probably protein rich. I heard it's like chicken.
Yeah. Imagine if we lived in Florida, we'd eat a lot of gator. We're just gonna go out and get some gator. We'll go out there with a boat.
The only thing it'd probably be really tough. There's not a lot of fat in it. It's like, gator's like 100% muscle. Especially they're like the prime like just predator. They're like 100% muscle. Even though they have short legs, they can run really fast for really short, and they like perfect camouflage.
And they're a perfect evolution of an animal.
Yeah.
That's why they haven't evolved
Yeah,
so
same with
much.
snakes. Snakes like used to be huge.
If I think of some of these things, like there used to be, I think, more prehistoric animals that had bigger teeth. Because I think calcium, like we can produce hair, right? Oh, we're producing hair, then like our body's like, we don't even need to produce this hair. Like, what are we fucking doing? We're not gonna start balding ourselves out. I think fish was like that too. They had all these crazy fish with teeth, and then like, hey, that's it's producing shit. They're like, okay, we stop producing that. Okay, start producing this, and it's just little valves your body's releasing chemicals, and then the evolution.
It's also like slight mutations that just would benefit the fish, and then eventually breed out the other breed because it's just how evolution works.
The guy with the mouthful of teeth no longer gonna hook up with chicks.
There's still there's actually the lamb's head. It's like the sheep's head or lamb's head fish actually has like teeth that look like our teeth.
Hell yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
That's what George Washington should have wore instead of slave teeth. Would have been nice.
Yeah, that's like they wouldn't want to bring that up in school books to like first graders though.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to teach kids the truth about stuff. First of all, let me tell you, Santa Claus doesn't exist. We just want to have Santa Claus out there, so we get you guys to believe Christianity. Somebody was saying that it's child abuse to force these kids to do things that, or no, it's child abuse to let kids under the age of 18 make their own decision when their mind's not fully developed.
You can't just do like it to a point, yeah, but like you can't. You have to like let them make mistakes in a controlled environment. That's how it should be. You
Okay, Jordan Peterson.
It's just that's how it works. Like you're not gonna go let them just hurt themselves a lot, but you have to make mistakes to learn. That's just how learning works.
Yeah. So what? It's a how people always complain is we've nerfed up the world. Like, yeah, we've made it so you can do whatever the fuck you want and not die.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah. But on the other side of that, unfortunately, on what people say, we should get rid of labels because there's a lot of people. We need to really clean out the herd. And then people make bad mistakes. I shouldn't put my hand in what? Like the blade. Don't put your hand in the blade. Did you know that blue flame is hotter than the red flame? Did you know they're both called flames? Oh, this guy, fucking Mitchell, is throwing blows. Barbosa was supposed to be the puncher. We got him now.
He's dominating.
Yeah, Barbosa, I think he's always been like, I think a slow starter.
So you think he's gonna like really hit it towards the end of the round?
I think he's just a pinpoint accurate puncher, but this guy Mitchell now he's picked him up. Oh, he's got his leg control. He's got to do ground control. Like I said, he's 4th in UFC for total control, and he's pretty much controlling this fight, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He's on top, but he's in half guard. I thought Barbosa would be a little bit more moving around here. I think he's just taking his time with 4.5 minutes left in this first round. Ambulance, LA. It's the LA ambulance.
There's so many like ambulance and firefighter shows out like all the time.
Yeah. Well, so like I was telling a couple comics this the other day. So this is a good lesson for you, kid. Okay. So I'm going to 2 comedy shows here. The Chicos, this one down the street. The demographic, the people that come in there, are typically 30 to 65 years old. People with jobs. And they usually come as couples. That's like a lot of times they come as couples or a group as a couple. Or it'd be somewhere with 2 guys and a girl. It's never going to be 2 guys. If 2 guys come, that's like 2% of them. And if it's 2 guys under the age of 30, that usually doesn't happen. You know? And then, because they're trying to hook up girls in a comedy club, you can sit there and stay quiet. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and plus you have to have money. Right, so to go see a comedy show, you know, you're spending $20-$30 per person. So the demographic is a little bit older, and if you're older and you're a male and you're bringing another male, then that's probably your boyfriend. So you're coming as a couple still, right? Yeah. But the demographic, and it's just what it is, right? The demographic is this age group, and it's not a super rich, because super rich don't like to go hang out. They think comedy clubs is still a bar. You know, so it's a certain wealth group also, you see. There's rich people, but like we see a comic in L.A. and they see a famous rich person come in, like, oh my God, someone from the outside is here, you know what I mean? So, but when I do the open mics, most open mics is just open micers. There might be 1 or 2 people there to watch, but most of it's just open micers, and all the open micers are typically 35 and younger. So their humor's geared towards themselves, or haven't got married yet, or they haven't they don't have a career yet. Like I was listening to Joe Rogan I think it was even a Legion of Skanks. It's a group of podcasters and comics, and they're talking about, they need to live life. They said to hear all these open mics come up, but these guys haven't lived any life yet. So what are they talking about, right? So if you're talking about being poor or coming from the ghetto, how are you connecting with the audience that you're trying to sell your product to, right?
Yeah.
So if you're trying to sell your product to people who don't buy shit, how are you going to do that?
Yeah, you just got to sell the right demographic.
So yeah, so I'm saying, I always tell open micers, none of us spend money. None of you get, I don't know if they have jobs or careers or not like that, but no one's buying drinks. If they are, they're buying 1 or 2 of them. I see comics try to get the free drinks because they played a show, but no one's buying drinks. I've never seen anybody buy food, especially the Chicos. No one's buying food. They're expensive. I mean, I've heard of people rag on the places. I hate the beer here. I hate this, but they're not spending. I try to spend money there. I always usually buy a drink typically, because I have a job. I'm an older male, older person. Females would do the same. Yeah. Take that back. But I said, that's why I want to go to L.A., where there's a little bit of a bigger group. And typically the people who are going to the clubs are more popular. They have millions and millions of people there, rather than we have less than 1 million people. So the demographic is a smaller group to find this group that's going to go out to. So Chico's does a great job of getting the right age group, and a lot of them, for comedy, sometimes the people, they're like... When I first went there, I used to joke around about my parents smoking weed, but that group doesn't identify with that.
Yeah, they can't. It's something I can't relate
That's for a younger group, right? So if I talk about marriage to a group that's married, they identify. But then I go to this younger group, it's 35 and younger, none of them are married. They don't know what divorce means or marriage is the beginning of the second round, so it doesn't make sense. So I have to find I just have to find my demographic. Who am I talking to? You know, I got to go. You know, weed jokes. I got to go. You know, I don't do political jokes. That doesn't work. You know, I mean, I don't think that shit's funny.
Political jokes are very hard to do. You have to very know your demographic.
Yeah, and I'm like, I hate when fucking people are wrong about shit. And then also like the Joe the Joe Biden jokes about him being like old and like tired all the time. I'm like, come on, it's so like hacky.
Most politicians are old. We need younger politicians.
I don't like any joke that could be a meme. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So like, I have a couple jokes that are really cheesy. I tell the that probably not gonna be real jokes, but the one about now we have COVID, so I play this game. Do I have COVID or do I have poop in my hand? You know?
Yeah.
I can't smell. I think it's just funny.
It's a funny thing.
But I guess there's always a COVID joke, but I guess not a COVID joke where I don't know if I can't smell or do I get poop in my joke. So
yeah,
that's a total different one. The underarm war. You know, people hate that one, which I like the best. You know, tell that joke, but that's also not really. It can't be a meme. It's more of a play with words.
Yeah. You
know, but I try to make it so if I ever the Pokemon one, I guess there's Pokemon jokes. I ever heard Pokemon jokes? I don't watch Pokemon or listen to Pokemon or anything like that. But because you might take a Pikachu. And I thought it was clever.
Yeah, it's just clever wordplay.
And I guess Epstein jokes. I guess are supposed to be kind of hacky. But because I tell a joke like about getting divorced, and I said it's hard with 3 kids though, but my ex-wife picked her favorite, I picked mine, we sold the other one. I think it's something like an Epstein relocation program. I don't know. $1,000 is $1,000.
Yeah, it's a.
But Epstein joke's supposed to be kind of hacky. But name me another sex trafficking. Because the other one is Nexium. You know what I mean? But like, how knowledgeable on sex trafficking groups am I expecting my audience to be on? You know what I mean? Yeah. Some jokes you are going to have to hit, like the Bill Cosby joke. Like, why call it a renegade joke? Why don't you just call it the Bill Cosby joke? Yeah, well, tell me another joke of someone else getting someone to pass out. 50 Shades of Grey, you didn't choke her out in that. Sorry. So if you get it, it would be like a S&M joke. 50 Shades of Grey is. It's about a guy who